Hello friends, I am Monica. Welcome to Fun Gardening. Today's topic is Tecoma plant. This is a pink variety of Tecoma. It is called pink variety, though it is purplish in color with variegated leaves. Their leaves are like jasmine leaves. It is a vine, and they come in different varieties, different color of flowers. This is another variety. It is also a vine. This is purple Tecoma. Their leaves are different in shape. The purple Tecoma leaves are slightly pointed, and whereas the pink variety leaves are rounded at the tip. You can see like jasmine leaves. Their tip is pointed and different in color, but both are vines. And this third one is yellow Tecoma. It is a very hardy variety of Tecoma. It is a very good plant to be grown in hot areas, desert areas. It is a desert area plant. The color is very good. In some areas it is called Gore Chori, but in our Rajasthan it is called Tecoma, yellow colored Tecoma. It's a very hardy plant, or I can say wildly growing plant in our area. In our city, it is grown in on roadsides, on dividers. Becomes it is a bushy plant, but as it grows longer, it becomes a small tree. In lawns, when Tecoma in a corner, small, not a big tree, small Tecoma tree, full of yellow flowers, looks very beautiful in summers. Yellow is very bright colored yellow flowers. They look very beautiful. And it is a very good plant for hedge making, especially this yellow one, because other two are vines. One more vine color is found in market, that is orange one. I also had that, but presently I don't have that plant. This yellow Tecoma is very good hedge plant. At certain height, when you cut these plants growing in a row, they form a good hedge. And it's a very good plant for topiary also. The yellow Tecoma, which is a bush and grows into small tree. These vines are also very good to grow in hot areas in full sun. Their flowers come in summers, as it is a summer flowering plant. So in summers, before summers in February, fertilize your plant with good amount of organic fertilizer. As for a 12-inch pot container, give approximately 300 grams of cow dung manure or vermicompost, and a handful of bone meal powder, and 1 teaspoon of fungicide, any fungicide powder. You can also add 1 handful of neem cake powder, which protects your plant from, gives nutrition as well as protects your plant from any soil-borne diseases. Neem is very good pesticide and fungicide. Your soil should be, when you are growing in containers, soil should be very well drained. To make such soil, take 1 part of garden soil, 1 part of river sand, and 1 part of cow dung manure or vermicompost. Add 2 or 3 handfuls of bone meal, 1 teaspoon of fungicide powder. If you don't have river sand, you can substitute that with coco peat, but river sand is a better option. So this is how we have to make the soil mixture. Drainage of the container should be very good, because as I said, it is a desert plant. It does not like to be set in water. Extra water may cause root rot, falling of leaves, yellowing of leaves, and ultimately the death of the plant. So don't overwater your plant. Keep your plant in full sun. Water your plant when the upper layer of soil is dry. And in flowering season, that is in summers, give liquid fertilizer every 10 days. I usually give liquid organic fertilizer, which I make with cow dung manure or vermicompost and mustard cake powder. Take 10 liters of water, add 2-3 handfuls of vermicompost or cow dung manure to that water, and 2 handfuls of mustard cake powder and 1 teaspoon of fungicide, any fungicide powder. Leave it for overnight. Leave it overnight, and the next day give that water, drain that water, and give that to your plants every 10 days. You can make this solution. It can be used for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So you can keep that water, that solution for 2-3 months, and give every 10 days that water. And if you want to use chemical fertilizer, take 1 liter of water, dissolve 1 teaspoon of DAP, 1 teaspoon of potash, and half teaspoon of fungicide powder, and half teaspoon of any micronutrient powder to 1 liter of water, and give that water to your plant. This is a measurement. You can make as much solution as you want following this measurements. So fertilize every 10 days, keep in full sunlight, water when the upper layer is dry, and you can mist your plant once in a day in summer season. That is all about the Ticoma plant. DAP and potash will induce flowering in your plant, and if your plant is not flowering, add DAP and potash, because chemical fertilizers give quick results and you will get flowers in your plant. So friends, this is all about the care of Ticoma plant. When your plant becomes bigger, repot your plant every year or every 2 years, according to when you find that your plant is root bound, then shift repot it in a 1 size bigger pot. And how will you know your plant is root bound? Check the drainage hole of your container. If the small roots are coming out of that hole, that means your plant is in a need of next pot, in a bigger pot. So repot your plant. This is all about the Ticoma plant care. Friends, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. Okay friends, bye.